The Incredible Hulk coaster, located at Universal's Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida, is a part of the Universal Orlando Resort. This Bolliger & Mabillard, also known as B&M, sit-down steel coaster opened in 1999 with Islands of Adventure as one of their flagship rides. The Incredible Hulk actually was one of the first of its kind roller coasters featuring an inclined launch as it launches you upwards through the ride's first tunnel on into its layout with an extra burst of speed. Speaking of the layout, some of it takes place over the lake, centering Islands of Adventure, and that really looks beautiful as you look across the park, as Universal Studios has some of the best placement and visuals of any theme park in the world. This coaster also features 7 inversions, with a max height of 110 feet, a max drop of about 105 feet, a max speed of 67 miles an hour, and a track length of 3,700 feet of track. The Incredible Hulk coaster is located in the Marvel Superhero Island section of Islands of Adventure, along with other rides such as The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, Doctor Doom's Fearfall, and Stormforce Accelatron. However, the Hulk is by far the most standout attraction in this area, and it is also by far the most popular. And the Incredible Hulk will certainly be the first roller coaster you come across if you start exploring Islands of Adventure clockwise. As you dispatch from the Hulk station, you start up your lift hill before suddenly launching out of the tunnel at 40 miles an hour and being thrown into your first inversion, a 0G roll. You drop down to the lake and rise up into a very snappy cobra roll, which will send the blood rushing to your feet, and before you know it, you're back up in the air on a vertical loop. You then get the first moment of the ride to catch your breath as you dip underground and take a wide turnaround, going around the coaster's lift hill and giving you a good view of the surrounding area. Your 5th inversion is a very snappy corkscrew as you rise back up into another vertical loop. It's at this point of the ride where the Hulk will slow down and let its foot off the gas for a little bit as it takes a few high off the ground turns and goes into a mid-course brake run, which does slow the ride down just a little bit. A nice drop, which could provide some airtime in the back row, sends you into your final inversion, a corkscrew, before you start turning around, and you enter one last helix past the on-ride photo and twist up into the final brake run, ending your experience on the Incredible Hulk coaster. Now, I'm not going to walk around like I'm the biggest Marvel superfan out there, and to be pretty honest, I don't usually watch many superhero movies, but basically everybody on planet Earth knows who the Incredible Hulk is, and this is a pretty perfect ride for him, as it's super intense and almost non-stop throughout the entire ride experience. The queue line also has a bunch of radioactive gadgets and all that fun stuff, with signs explaining what they do and what they're for, and a bunch of caution and danger signs letting you know that you're not supposed to be in there. And unfortunately, there isn't too much footage circulating of the queue line because Universal is very strict on their no loose articles policy, and they make you put everything in a locker even if you have zipper pockets. So I was unable to get any footage as my phone was in a locker, but if you have ridden the Incredible Hulk, you definitely know what I'm talking about, and this is one of my favorite queue lines in the world. Now, I can't mention the Incredible Hulk coaster without mentioning this coaster's soundtrack. Produced by the main artist of Fall Out Boy, Patrick Stump, this ride's audio was perfect throughout the ride. It was very audible, and you could hear it clearly no matter what seat you were in, as it was super loud enough to hear throughout all the screaming and the loud roar of the track, but not too loud to a point where it would be uncomfortable. The audio somehow related to every element we were going through, and I thought that it was the perfect touch to the ride, separating it from other sit-down looping coasters of the genre. The Incredible Hulk had a major renovation between 2015 and 2016, where basically all of the original coaster was fully taken down and destroyed in favor of brand new, more reinforced steel track, supports, and more comfortable trains being added back in the exact same layout as the original. This is also when the on-ride audio was added. I never had a chance to experience the Hulk before this renovation, so I can't tell you if it was better before or after, but I can tell you one thing: the after is a really good coaster. A really, really good coaster. I've touched on basically everything I wanted to touch on, so for a final score, the Incredible Hulk roller coaster will be receiving an 8.5 out of 10. For sit-down looping coasters, this ride would almost get a 10. I can't think of any other standard looping roller coaster that does anything better than the Hulk. Featuring the launch, the onboard audio, the smoothness, and the consistent intensity throughout the entire ride experience really makes this one of my favorite roller coasters. Maybe not top 10 necessarily, but still one that I will consistently go back to and always get off the ride with a smile on my face. Anyways, that's going to end off this video, my review on the Incredible Hulk roller coaster at Universal's Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. What do you think of this incredible coaster? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a like rating, as every like helps support this channel even more. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time on Hang Time Thrills.